Hi guys, so I am back with a little project share. I created this little mini album and it is for a coworker of mine. And I just got done with it a couple days ago. I just never got a chance to upload the video. The paper line I used for this one is the Graphic 45 Gilded Lilly. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So the tutorial that I used for this mini album, I can't remember her name, but I will be sure to find the video and link it in the description box below in case you guys want to do one. Mine is a little bit different than hers. I did make some changes, and you'll see if you look at my video and then you go over there and you see her tutorial. But it was a great tutorial. Let's get started because I don't want this to be too long. For the front of it, I used some metal embellishments that I had in my stash and a leather little strap that I also had in my stash. These round ones and the corner embellishments, they're metal. Those I picked up at Michael's from the $1.50 bin. I put a charm dangle from one of the rings of the purse handle. And all these I had in my stash. I've had them for quite a while. And it's a little dove, a little clock, a lock. I had this key and I just glossy accented a little cameo on it. So that is that. I apologize for the lighting. This lighting is not very good. The back of it, I had these metal pieces in my stash with the exception of this one. This was an embellishment that I picked up at Michael's along with the same metal corners, and it has a little pocket, of course handmade by me. And then I just made a pocket. I just did a gusseted pocket. She could put more items in here, and I just put one of the cut aparts from the collection. It's a beautiful collection. I left it plain in the back so she can either journal or put the photo on the back so that she doesn't have to cover this pretty paper. And here she can just journal, you know, whatever picture she decides to put on there. Look at that lady, isn't she just beautiful? And it's closes with a magnet. I use a hitch post closure for the front, and it just opens up like this. I'm trying to, so on the flaps I just put that little metal embellishment that I had in my stash, more of the paper. This is actually one of the cut aparts. And here I have another little pocket. It also closes with the, well, it closes it all with the hitch post. And so this is, I put a little magnet in here. This part of the cut apart. I cut this one out of the cut apart and then I just cut around it and backed it behind with black cardstock, and it just gives her room for more photos. And it's magnetized. So the mini album opens this way. Okay. And I apologize for the angles and the lighting. So then this is one of the cut aparts, and I used just a 12 by 12 paper pack, and I still have more paper left, so I can easily make another smaller one than this, but I still have paper enough to make something else. So it says a woman can be overdressed but never over elegant. Chanel, I love that. I put some metal corners on the corners, two of the corners, because I didn't want to cover the pretty flowers. And this one opens this way, and it fits a nice size photo without very much any kind of really cropping. On this side, and they're all constructed the same. I kept it simple. This is a pocket, and this is one of the cut aparts, and I kept it plain in the back because I figure if it's me, I'm not going to want to cover the pretty paper in the front. I will just be putting the photos in the back, so it'll hold a 4x6 photo with very little cropping. And then it has a magnet, and it opens this way for more photos. I focused on photos because it's not a very big mini album, so I just wanted her to have photos. I didn't want to overdo it, and she's not a scrapper, so I kept it simple. Then you open it this way, and on this side I made a little pocket here and another one of the cut aparts. And I took those same circles that I used for the front closure. They're thin enough so that you can cut them with a pair of scissors, and that's what I did, and I used it as my tab holder. And again, it's plain on the back. On this side, again, more of the cut aparts, plain on the back. So it's basically the same. This closes again with a magnet, and I use the envelope board punch, I think it's called, from We Are Memory Keepers, to do all my tabs and stuff. Make it look like a little file folder. I really love that thing. It's a good investment, and I only paid like $9 something on Amazon. Again, this is the inside of that one file. It closes like that, and here we have yet another one, another of the cut aparts, and that one says keep calm and adjust your tiara. I thought that was so cute. And this is this side. I love that image. Graphic 45, I have to say, it's one of my favorite papers to use. I love all of their images. And then that one opens up this way. And then we get to the fourth, a la mode. I don't know what that means, but and then this one comes out again, if the crown fits. And I just put that paper there. She can also put like a small little photo here if she wants to, or just use this part for journaling. Say something about the photo. Look at how pretty that paper is. I love it. And then we have the inside of that file. We'll close this, and here I have another cut apart. Let them eat cake. I need to get me a better camera so that you guys can see better. And again, a woman can be overdressed but never over elegant. I love that. And here is the inside of that one. And look at how pretty all those flowers are. Love it. And here we have yet another pocket for the cut apart. And on this side, again, if the crown fits. I was kind of hogging the paper line a little bit because I want to make something else. I love that paper so much. And that's the inside of that one. And it looks orange, but it's not. It's a really pretty pink. I love it. And then this is the last page. Another cut apart. And then here on the back inside of the cover, put a little metal embellishment that I had in my stash. And down here it just says Magnifique. And this one flips open for more photos. And then, like I said, this was part of the cut apart. And that is the end of the mini album. It came together really fast. I think I was done within 2 days. So yeah, I will link the video down below in case you all want to. Oh, and the straps I made with what is that paper? It's called Fabri-Tac, I think. So that is what I used, and then I just used these little thingamajigs here. I got this at Michael's actually. It comes in a little box, and then I had some brads that I had from Tim Holtz, and I just went in it and I just went around it and put the brad, and I secured it with glossy access. I was actually thinking about putting some ribbon around the handle, but I decided not to. The only thing I did, I ran it through embossing folder to give it some kind of texture, so it just didn't look, you know, just like plain. All right, so that is that. Oh, and at the bottom I just put some little blings to simulate the little feet that some purses have. So that is my little project. I hope she likes it, and I hope you you like it too. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate if you do. All right, guys. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.